What happens when you get into debt?
I will not sue you!
No.
You!
And you can't
I'm going to struggle to pay this.
or won't pay it back.
It doesn't matter what you want, sir. Unfortunately, that's the law.
We meet the High Court enforcement agents who are pushed to their limits.
Evil! You have to down to hell!
Well, I'll smash the window then. It's false imprisonment.
Dealing with desperate debtors
Hello?
in dramatic situations.
You want to stand here like a big man? Leave it. Talk to me. Push me about.
We meet the people who are losing their homes
I don't know where I'm going to stay for the night.
That's an immediate eviction.
and their possessions.
The desk should go in. Everything.
Because whatever happens,
High Court enforcement.
if you can't pay, they'll take it away.
According to new reports, evictions in England and Wales are soaring. Statistics released by the Ministry of Justice for the first quarter of 2015 show a rise of over 50% compared to the same period 5 years ago.
Steve Pinner and Paul Bohill are High Court enforcement agents. Together, they have 45 years' experience in the debt recovery industry. Today, they're on their way to South East London to carry out an eviction.
Okay, this is a writ of possession. It's South East 6, which is Catford.
The landlord wants to move back into his property and started the eviction process 4 months ago.
Turn right here.
Yep.
But the tenants have refused to leave.
If we pull up here, we can walk down.
This job is going to need all their patience and experience.
When I knock on the door for the first time, I think to myself, what's behind the door? Whether it's somebody pleasant, aggressive, old, young, you just never know until the door opens.
Morning.
What happened? Are you police?
No, High Court enforcement.
The tenant, Theo Mann, and his family have lived here for 5 years.
I just wake up. Oh.
Okay. This letter
Yes.
says that you and everybody else must leave the house.
Leave the house.
Yes. Our job today is to repossess this property.
But how? Okay, sir, you didn't give me any time.
The
You
system
didn't
doesn't-
give
there is
me
no system.
notice.
We don't have to give you notice.
How? Now, I have to say, this country, the United Kingdom, has a human rights.
Sorry, the human rights is a different department. It's nothing to do with us.
Okay, now you come to here.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, you have human rights.
Yeah.
You have the right to live in this country.
Yeah.
You do not have the right to this house. What happens is you get your emergency stuff together, passports, ID, medication, clothes for a few days, and then you can come back and collect everything else in a few days.
My young children go to outside. At this moment, the children going to school.
Well, you need
I
to...
just say you have to think about my human rights, and you have to think about my situation.
I am. I'm saying you should get down to the council and explain to them what's happening.
Look, this country, the government, the United Kingdom,
I'm sorry,
the country,
can I
the
interrupt?
government.
Can I interrupt? Can I be interrupted? Because I'm the voice of reason. You've got an hour to get your personal belongings together. If you choose not to leave or make a fuss, we will call the police and you will be ejected into the street. Start packing, please. That's it. Start packing. No, I don't want to discuss it. Start packing.
I feel unwell.
Locksmith. Right, as soon as we've cleared the decks there, you can change the locks.
The landlord, Dr. Huang, is waiting across the street. Paul gives him an update.
The procedure is that we give them an hour to get their personal belongings together. Thinks we're infringing his human rights. I didn't want to go into, well, what about your human rights?
Give them a couple hours.
No, 1 hour.
I tidy up something.
There's no need to tidy up. When you leave the house...
So you come here. I show you quickly.
When you leave the house, it doesn't matter.
No, mine is not good.
Finally, Paul and Steve seem to be making progress. But then the eviction takes an unexpected turn. The landlord has arrived on the doorstep and the tenant starts making threats.
You shouldn't be here. Okay. Yeah, he's not to be here.
That one is criminal. After this one, I saw that one.
Okay, you need to take that up separately. We're only here involved with this house.
Okay,
that's all.
I tell you something. That one, Mr. Go Sai Huang, he would take a knife, would kill me. I show you the evidence.
Normally, we ask the landlord on an eviction to keep away, because as soon as the tenant sets eyes on the landlord, yeah, it's a possibility or a problem.
When he eventually comes out, he's going to be all upset and angry.
Okay.
And the first one he's going to see is you. So he's going to
The landlord strongly denies Theo Man's accusations.
Yeah, do you have a car?
He claims the tenant stopped paying rent and started to harass him after they were asked to leave.
And they send a lot of letter, rubbish letters, so accumulates me a personality, work, and everything. As you heard, they say that I'm a criminal. So make things very, very difficult for me, and it's very stressful to get them out as well. So
the landlord, Go Sai Huang, he is a criminal. You can understand. He would take
The tenant shows Paul a victim support card from the police.
Mr. Go Sai Huang, he would kill me. Police, no. At this moment,
It's
Go
not
Sai
my
Huang,
issue.
he is my enemy. Okay.
Are the police dealing with that?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's nothing to do with me then, thank you.
Okay.
So, but you have till 1 o'clock to pack and go.
From now, give up 1 hour.
No, that's 1 hour. We've been here half an hour already. Pack.
Please go outside.
No, we're here. We have to stay. We're changing the locks and we have to stay here.
Dr. Huang says he was visited by the police, but they decided not to take action.
There's obviously a lot of drama and emotion involved in this one. It isn't that we're not concerned. We're sympathetic to the cause, full of empathy, all of those things. But once the High Court writ is issued, whatever stands before that's of no consequence to us.
Theo Man and his partner have finally started to pack.
My family, including young children, my family became homeless. We were on the street.
So would you like to get your stuff outside? Move everything outside now.
But the tenant is not going without a fight. And this time, his anger is directed at the agents.
I will sue you.
Okay.
You.
Okay.
This guy, he broke United Kingdom law. This guy, I use my human rights. The United Kingdom has human rights. The United Kingdom, this is a human rights country. This guy is illegal. This guy, okay, come here. Come here, please. This guy
Can I
is
ask?
not a
May
king.
I ask a
I
question?
use my human rights to against your power, evil power.
The judge's power.
Where's judge?
Here.
He's written that warrant.
Do you have
Are you a judge?
Okay, no, I asked...
This guy, this is evil.
I asked...
This is evil. You have to down to hell.
I-
You down to hell. Including you.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Paul and Steve must regain control of the situation, or the insults might turn violent.
Whatever you do,
I didn't touch you.
whatever you
No,
do,
it's-
don't touch me. I'd like you now to just get off the premises. We're obeying the command of a High Court judge. People can throw at us whatever they think is going to have an effect. Shout all you like.
Okay.
If we were to react to any of it, it would exacerbate the situation.
Both of you, we will lost the job and down to
Okay,
hell.
fine.
And send to you to jail.
Okay.
Okay. You think I'm stupid because
I
I
don't
opened the
think
door?
you're stupid. I
I
think
don't
you're
need to open
upset.
the door. You are illegal. You will down to hell.
Please speak to your
illegal.
lawyer.
You will down to hell.
Okay. If they're flying off at the handle, and some of them really do, and when I say fly off the handle, I mean go into orbit, they're shouting and raging either in the street or in the house at the top of their voice. We just wait until it subsides, and then we'll try and intervene and talk sense.
Don't say I'm stupid.
There is no
This
need
guy,
to shout.
this guy,
There is no
power
need
for
to raise
here.
your voice. Okay, no problems.
for you.
I say again, I use my...
Have you got somewhere to go now?
No.
You need to bring a van.
Differently, become homeless because of you.
OK, are you going to go to the homeless department of the council?
With 2 small children, Paul and Steve want the family to apply to the council for emergency accommodation.
So once he calms down, take the paper to the council, explain to them everything that's gone on. They will help you. Hopefully they will help you.
See, Mr.
Good luck.
Take a knife to kill me. I have reported Lewis police station and the police investigator. I just said.
Several minutes later, Theo Mann is ready to listen to Steve.
Do you want to tell me anything?
To tell you anything, only that, you know the piece of paper that I gave you? I have been trying to tell you this all the time. Take this to the council. Explain to them what has happened this afternoon, okay? You have children, okay? So you need to take this to the council. You cannot get this piece of paper unless you've been evicted. You have Paul's card. They can call our office. Go to the council. If there's a problem, call us, okay?
Take care.
Okay, let's go. I've had enough.
At least up to say, okay.
Sorry?
However, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care.
Finally, the agent's advice has sunk in.
Yes, sir.
All need to say thank you.
However, up to say, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Although we've given them the greatest shock of their recent lives, people will still thank us before they go. Since then, he's actually sent emails and so on apologising profusely for his behaviour. So he's actually levelled out.
The family's only hope is that the council will find them somewhere to sleep for the night.
Latest reports from a leading charity show that business debt is on the rise. Last year, over 40,000 sole traders and small business owners contacted their national debt helpline seeking advice.
High Court enforcement agents Brian O'Shaughnessy and Delroy Anglin are on their way to Rochester in Kent. They have a writ to collect a large debt from a sole trader.
What we have is a Peter Murray trading as FM Aviation. All right. The total amount we need to collect initially is £16,908.58.
That's a lot of dough, mate.
Both the company and the individual are named on the writ, so if Peter Murray Fox can't pay, the team can seize business or personal goods to settle the debt.
Well, it's a lot of money, so I'd imagine that he probably will have something.
Well, let's see. We don't know. It could be a shot when we get there. You don't know what it is, you know.
Slow down. 102, 198.
Right in the corner.
Right in the corner.
There we go.
Oh.
Let's have a look round the back, yeah.
The property is not the sort of house they expected an aviator to live in.
Oh, well. Residential, is it?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. My name's Delroy Anglin. I'm a High Court enforcement agent for DCBL. I'm looking for Peter Murray, sir. Peter Murray Fox.
Yes.
Is that you, sir?
Yes.
Would you mind opening the door so I can have a word with you about this High Court writ, sir?
Hang on!
Thank you.
He's the old boy, is he? All right, I'll step back, yeah?
Ah, thank you very much, sir. What's happening, sir, is that I'm a High Court enforcement agent, and I'm here to collect £16,908.58, sir.
How much?
£16,908.58.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Well, they know enough to go to court to get a High Court writ, sir.
Well,
So, What are we going to do about this money then? You know, how's this debt come about?
Because the money is not that much money.
That's my colleague, sir. This is Mr. O'Shaughnessy.
Hello, how are you?
He's a High Court Enforcement
Hello,
agent
sir.
as well.
Hello, sir.
What is the story then, sir?
Well, the answer would be a bit less than £4,000. 16,000 is utterly ridiculous.
What's it about then? What's happened? You explain to me, because we're here to enforce the debt, sir. So I want to hear what you've got to say about it.
Delroy is a fantastic communicator. He's very good at talking to individuals and making them understand what's going on and why he's there. Once he gets a bee in his bonnet, he won't let it lie, and he'll get to the bottom of it.
What is this you say you owe them for then? You're saying it's only 4,000. What's that about? What is that?
Well, I haven't paid a lot, but the answer is...
You have to be patient.
I would be 3,000.
But what's it for, though?
Well, I don't know what you're coming from.
Sir.
I do not understand.
OK, let me...
The 16,000 is an outright lie.
I hear what you're saying, sir. OK.
And I will... So I'm going to stick on this.
OK, sir.
You shut the door.
OK, no problem.
I've got a High Court writ, sir, so we need to try and resolve this. Let's focus on the matter in hand, then. How much do you think you'd be able to raise?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where would you be raising it from?
That's a jolly good question. And I don't know the answers.
Well, do you have money, sir, to raise?
No, I don't know. Well, I know what I'd like to do. I'm getting very hungry, which isn't helpful.
Well, no, it doesn't. No.
Would you like to go and eat something?
Yeah.
Would you like to have a cup of tea and have something to eat?
A sweet drink, maybe.
And sort yourself out. No problem at all. We want to sort it out together, don't we?
Well, I'm going to... Look, if you want to follow me through...
All right, let me just talk. What is this, his office? What is
Communal, bro.
Yeah, HMO, is it?
Yeah.
Mr. Fox rents a one-room bedsit with a shared kitchen and bathroom. It appears he owns nothing that will come close to covering the £16,000 debt.
You're renting this place as well, are you?
Yes.
And how do you pay for that, sir? How do you pay the rent here?
Well, at the moment, that's difficult. If I could sort that out, I think I could sort a lot of things out.
Well, you need to start telling me what the situation is.
Mr. Fox still won't admit what the debt is for, but Dell wants an answer.
What is the debt for?
A good question.
So you must know what you owe it for.
Well, I know it's
Maintenance of what, sir?
of an aeroplane.
I've just don't imagine people having a plane and not being able to afford it, so I suppose it must happen, but that's the first time it's happened to me. Right. From what little I've gathered, he has an aeroplane.
He's got one.
Which yes. And it's obviously, the money is obviously concerning the aeroplane. He's all over the
If you
place.
can get this paperwork, I'm going to
Well, we go and get the aeroplane.
Correct.
If he still owns it, they've probably impounded it.
He's not being clear, though. This is the problem.
Where's the documentation for your aeroplane?
Before they can seize the plane, they need to see proof Mr. Fox still owns it.
Did you buy the plane? How have you acquired the plane?
How did I acquire the plane? That cost me a fair bit because the man who sold it to me did it.
Dell finds a solicitor's letter with details of the hangar where the plane has been kept.
It was on there. I told you if you read it. Hangar, whatever it is, wherever it is.
Is the plane still at Hangar 513 at the airport, sir?
God only knows, frankly.
When was the last time you visited there?
Well, not having a motor car, at least 2, if not 3 years.
OK.
I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going to try and have some lunch.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got your phone number, OK? We'll phone you, all right?
Thank you very much, Mr. Fox.
Right, bye.
With £16,000 at stake, Brian and Dell decide to leave Mr. Fox. They want to try and seize the plane to offset the debt. But first, they need to find it. They call the hangar where it was last seen.
We wanted to see if there was a plane there.
Can you give me the name of the person? Yes, please.
Yes, it's a Peter Murray Fox.
Ah, yes, indeed. Yes, Mr. Fox. Yes, he does have an aeroplane here.
Oh, he does?
Yep.
And can I confirm it's in Hangar 513?
Well, it's not actually in the hangar, but it's outside, yes.
Brian and Dell head for the airport.
They're seizing a plane. Could you imagine?
A plane. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Never stop.
The team know the plane is there, but have no idea what type it is or what condition it's in.
I don't see what it's like, this plane. Thing is, I ain't got a clue what it is. It could be, it could be a toy plane.
It could be a wingless job. Still,
It's come through the barriers.
we're just literally coming through the barriers. Oh, excellent stuff. We'll see you shortly, then. Thank you.
After chatting to the airport staff, they locate the plane. But will its value cover the £16,000 debt?
Ah, look at that, mate.
Right, is that it?
It's nice, isn't it?
It's one thing seeing it on paper, but when you actually go there and see the plane, it's I can't really explain it. I was quite excited.
It's bigger than I thought.
Yeah. Wow.
The plane is a twin-engine four-seater.
But I am absolutely gobsmacked that he's actually physically got a plane that looks, for all intents and purposes, in working order.
I was talking to some of the guys there, and they said if they spend a few quid on it, it'd be worth about £30,000–35,000.
Selling the plane would clearly cover the debt. But Brian hopes that seizing it may force Mr. Fox to pay.
It's the last course of action to sell it. If we can get some payment from him to resolve it, we'd rather do that than auction it or sell it. So I want him to understand that.
All that's left is for the agents to secure the asset.
So this is the first time I've done this.
It just goes to show that we'll seize anything if it's an asset, if you owe money.
Brian and Dell turned detective to get the result they wanted.
An independent study by a national law firm has found that disputes between neighbours are on the rise across the UK. Summer 2015 was expected to be the worst on record.
Cold Norton, Essex. High Court enforcement agents Paul Bohill and Steve Pinner are on their way to serve a writ on a couple.
9/11.
Stuart Howells and Dawn Butler owe their next-door neighbour £11,000 after a bitter dispute went to court. Arguments began when the couple started a koi fish business from home.
I don't know where the front door is.
If they can't pay today, the writ allows the agents to take possessions away to offset the debt.
I'm Paul Bowill, I'm a High Court enforcement agent. Okay. There's a debt here to Mrs. Townsend.
It's just round the corner.
Is it?
Yeah, Miss Townsend, just round.
No, but the debt is against you. Stuart Howells and Dawn Butler.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you know what's that to do with? It's quite a substantial lump of money. And that's a copy of the writ.
We went to court last year, and what we were doing, we were just selling fish as a small little family-run business.
Yeah.
And it ended up in court.
So what was she trying to stop you trading from here?
Having people come round to buy fish
Oh, right.
out of that, sir.
Yes, I understand.
She didn't want anybody on the drive, and she came out of her bungalow.
How did it run up to this sort of money?
You tell me.
The legal dispute was settled out of court, but the claimant, Mrs. Pat Townsend, won a judgment for costs, and the defendants are now responsible for 75% of her legal fees.
Can I ask a really silly question?
Absolutely.
This is a High Court judgment. Can you pay us?
Not at the moment, I can't.
No. Because essentially, that's going to be the question that will be asked.
OK. Well, I don't know where we go from here, to be fair.
With Stuart unable to pay, Paul and Steve can start to seize goods.
What I'm inclined to do, then, is I'll just explain it. We're seizing all the cars here. And that's that might be £4 grand, won't it?
Yeah.
The S-Type's probably worth 2.
The cars alone won't cover the £11,000 debt. So the team moves on to another asset, the fish. Koi carp can be worth thousands of pounds each.
There's 40 koi carp.
Well, 39. Because one of them's dead.
Yeah.
That one there.
He wants to take that one out.
But seizing fish is a risky business. If they don't survive, the asset is worthless.
So we're not going to do the fish?
There's no signs of an intensive, profitable business there, so there's nothing else that we could reasonably put our name on.
Paul wants to get this debt settled today, but the assets here won't cover £11,000.
We'll see you shortly. I reckon 20 minutes, half an hour.
He goes next door to see the claimant, Pat Townsend.
Is it all right if I sit down?
Pat's son, Danny, has been supporting his mum through the dispute.
Me and Danny went up there and we said, you know, you can't do this.
Getting out of hand, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, blocking up the driveway with cars coming round. And if we'd have left it, it just turned into like a garden centre.
It's a shame, really. You know, I don't...
It is.
I mean...
It's just like family disputes,
It is a
neighbours
shame,
disputes,
you
yeah.
know.
While their neighbours say they can't pay, Pat believes they own a major asset. Another house.
How do you know there's another property?
Because she mentioned because when they first moved in, we were friendly, and she mentioned she rents it out.
Now, one of the possibilities here, you could put a charging order on the property.
A charging order is a legal judgment that holds the debt against the value of the defendant's property. So if Stewart and Dawn's other house is sold, Pat would be paid in full.
If we can't get a sensible agreement, it's going to be very serious for them, because something as bad and as big as this has probably never hit them before. OK, so we'll go back into battle.
Paul and Steve head back to try and convince the debtors to pay up. Stewart's partner, Dawn, has arrived home.
You're Dawn?
I am Dawn,
Hello,
yes.
Dawn.
Sorry.
I'm Paul.
Got shakes.
Let's go inside.
Okay.
My visit here is official, so the court order's been made, which actually says, in short terms, pay up or else. So, I am the enemy, and I'm here to collect the money. Let's take the worst case scenario. This court order is for, like, near enough £12,000. Have you got a reasonable proposal to settle it at that figure?
No.
Right.
I mean, my house, I've got a house...
We put the house upstairs.
This house or his house? Yeah.
So potentially when that sale goes through, I'll give her the money there. But that's my retirement.
As Stewart and Dawn can't pay, using a charging order to secure the debt on Stewart's other property may be the only way that the debt will be settled. But if the sale of this second house doesn't raise enough cash, the couple could be forced to sell the home they live in too.
Supposing it was this house, just talk about this house. It sits there, but if they choose to shake the tree, they could eventually force the sale of the property. The real problem in this, Stuart, is that you might not have any choice in the matter overall. But it is, I'm sorry, Dawn, but it is that serious. All right.
They can't make me sell my house.
They can. But it isn't going to be a 5-minute job. No. Dawn, I know you're not pleased to see me.
Yeah, I'm over the moon to see you. Thank you.
The couple now face having charging orders placed on both of their houses. Paul goes back to see Pat Townsend.
Thank you. And I would do both properties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's just on the assumption that there might not be sufficient equity in the other property.
Yeah.
So you need both.
Yeah.
You've got to understand, I don't ask you to, or expect you to understand how we work, but because we've done what we've done today, it's put tremendous pressure on them.
Tell you what, though, that's nothing compared to the pressure they've put on my...
No, I understand.
Paul and Steve have done as much as they can to resolve this complicated case.
But the fact that we've been here today, we've done what we've done, it's a huge pressure. It's a really big pincer movement.
For Stewart and Dawn, the clock is ticking. If they can't find a way to pay, they could be forced to sell their home.
I'll be glad when it's all over, to be honest, and we can just get back to a normal life. Yeah, you've had
I don't even know what a normal life is anymore.
Nah, exactly. All over someone that's a little bit jealous, that's all it is. There you are. There's nothing I can do about it.
It's been reported that debt could damage the recovery of the UK economy. and it's businesses not paying their creditors on time that's to blame. 1 in 5 companies go bust because of delayed or unpaid invoices.
Brian O'Shaughnessy and Kevin Stokes are driving to Bournemouth.
What have we got next, Tim?
We've got Surrey Gold Limited.
They have a High Court writ to collect a debt of over £4,000 from a business that failed to pay consultancy fees. The company seems to be based at the address of a restaurant called Passa.
Done a little bit of digging on the company. The company's still active.
Yeah.
From what it looks like, could be a Turkish restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Passa. Told you there's Passa. There it is. 167 in front of you.
The business must pay today, or the writ empowers Brian and Kevin to seize equipment to cover the debt. Sarigul's director is Halil Sarigulu.
Hello, I need to speak to Halil. Halil? Halil, sir. I need to speak to Halil.
Halil?
Yeah.
Sorry, he's not here. He's in Swindon.
Yeah. Okay. Should we go back and talk? Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The team needs to speak to someone connected to the business.
No problem.
The company that's operating out of here is Surrey Gold Limited, yes?
Yeah.
OK. They've been taken to the High Court. There's a balance outstanding that needs to be paid today, sir, and that is £4,163.
£4,100?
Yeah. Did you know about this debt?
I know about this, yes.
Yeah. How do you know about this court case?
This court case, because I've received a letter. I told Halil.
Did you open the letter?
Halil asked me to open it, yeah.
So Halil asked you to open a letter for him?
Yeah. Halil's English is not very good. He said, can you open it, read it to me?
Do you want to speak to Halil and just let him know we're here and we need to get it dealt with today, sir?
Today? He's not here today.
OK, do you want to give him a phone call and just let him know?
We'll get it sorted out. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
He's obviously filling in what he wants him to say.
You want to speak to him?
Yeah, just my colleague will speak to you.
Hello, sir. My name is Kevin Stokes. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. You need to pay £4,163.74, or we have to remove goods from the premises today, sir. I can't give you any time whatsoever, sir. We're here with a writ of control, so you can either pay it now or we have to take control of goods, sir.
Okay, if you pass the other man, I'm gonna explain to you.
No problem at all. He wants to talk to you. Yeah, sorry. Guy talks perfect English. He opened the letter up for him because he don't speak too. Yeah.
The agents think that Mehmet is connected with the running of the business.
Are you the person that needs to sort this out?
I am not the person, but I can, help both sides.
Are you the owner of the company?
I am not the company. I am owner of the business.
Freehold.
Yeah,
you have the freehold for the building?
And the business.
You're the owner of you're the owner of Surrey Gold?
No, not Surrey.
Unfortunately, a lot of businesses we walk into are a web of different companies. They make it very, very hard for us to try and pinpoint the exact company that's there. A lot of our work is detective work, and we'll need to make whatever checks we need to make to establish who is actually operating out of that business.
If you can get me the business rates.
Yeah.
Give me the business rates. I'll have a look at your business rates.
Business rates?
Yeah, from the council.
Business rates, I don't have it.
Okay.
Who pays it?
Halil pays it, Sarigul.
For the agents, it's crucial evidence. If Halil pays the business rates, he is responsible for the restaurant, and they can enforce the writ here.
He needs to pay it. The last alternative that we have to do is remove goods from the premises, you see, and I don't want to do it. You've got your customers in here, you understand?
And the goods don't belong to Halil.
Who do they belong to?
They belong to me.
The next stage is for the agents to start seizing goods, unless Mehmet can prove they're his.
OK, now we need to see separate receipts for these goods.
I don't need to show you separate receipt for the shop. I can show you the receipt from the bank that I bought the business with all the equipment.
OK, we'll have a look at the paperwork. We'll have a look. We'll have a look, sir.
Whoever's claiming that the assets belong to them, it's their responsibility to prove that to us. It's not the other way around. We don't have to prove to them that they own their goods. They need to prove that to us.
If we can do that now, sir, because obviously we need to carry on with what we need to do, sir.
OK.
Let's get Halil.
Paperwork is at home.
OK, do you want to shoot home and grab it then?
Yeah, I'll go and get that.
Thank you very much, sir. I've been lied to.
No, of course.
He's the one who owes the money, man, I'm telling you.
Who?
Him.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's got a little run in this front as a front.
Brian and Kevin give Mehmet time to provide proof that he owns the kitchen equipment. But in the meantime, they start making an inventory of the goods.
Samek, that's a dishwasher, isn't it? Yeah.
Some of the restaurant workers are not happy at the presence of the High Court enforcement agents.
That's worth a fortune.
The dough mixer, isn't it? Mixer. What?
What's wrong? You upset?
My customer is subject for you.
Halil should have paid his debts then, shouldn't they? If Halil paid his debts, we wouldn't be here.
I don't case for it.
Well, I do.
Okay, that's not our fault, is it?
Don't be angry. No. I'll tell you what, in a minute, I'll sit with your customers. Do you want me to do that? I've been nice and I've come back here. I'll shut your shop in a minute if you want. Do you want me to do that instead? There you go. It's not his business, though. I don't know why this guy's getting upset. It's not his business.
I suppose coffee's out of the question.
After half an hour, Mehmet returns.
Yeah, but so much of it goes on, that's the problem.
I don't find them at home.
He can't provide any documents to prove the goods are his.
I don't know, where did I put the paper?
It's a lie, isn't it? Shut the shop, start listing and remove. Yeah?
You
and then
can't do nothing.
Yes, I can. Well, we'll see, yeah?
You can't do nothing.
We'll see, we'll see.
The agents are ready to remove goods, but tensions are running high in the restaurant, so the team need backup.
Do you want to give the police a call, Kev? Tell them to get here because it's going to go when I start shutting the shop.
My name's Kevin Stokes. I'm a High Court enforcement agent.
You can't do nothing.
We'll see.
You will see. Let's see what happens.
So we'll let the police come and then we'll sort it out, yeah?
We're in the premises. We believe as soon as we start to take control of the goods that they're going to try and stop us. Just rather it go peacefully than we think it might kick off. OK, I'm going to need to start doing list of goods, OK?
Until now, the diners have been unaware of the troubles at the business. But now, Kevin is heading out to the front of the restaurant to wait for the police.
It's not up to you. It's not up to you.
Why it's not?
Yeah. The police will be here soon, OK? So don't concern yourself. You just end up getting yourself in trouble, OK?
I don't want.
Pay the bill and we'll go.
I don't want.
OK, it doesn't matter what you want, sir. Unfortunately, that's the law.
What started as a simple business debt collection is about to turn into a battle of wills.
Hiya.
Now Brian and Kevin must get a payment or seize the restaurant equipment.
If he wants to show me that these goods are his, no problem. I'll look at his documentation. If it all matches, I'll leave it. But if he hasn't shown me it,
I haven't got it.
Then I'm going to continue because you can't provide it. Cool.
They have to do their job. You unfortunately can't get your hands on the documentation you say you have.
You have 14 days. 14 days. Once we remove the goods, you have 14 days to appeal it.
Put your hands down. Do I do your hand thing?
Calm yourself, OK? Calm yourself down. I'm explaining to you.
No, don't
OK?
don't explain.
I'm not being aggressive to you. I'm explaining.
Don't talk anymore. I want to continue now. Let's go shut up the shop then.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Excuse me.
I don't want to talk to you. It's just difficult.
The agents have had enough. They have over £4,000 to collect, and they have police protection. They're now ready to apply the pressure.
OK, we're going to need to shut your shop. We've got to seize the assets inside, take control of the assets inside.
I don't want anyone in. I'm seizing all your goods. I don't know one in here anymore.
The agents hope the threat of closing the shop will trigger a payment.
No one else in. No one else in. I'm taking control of your goods, yeah. Sometimes you have to show your intent of what you're going to do and let them see the reality of what may occur. No one else in. Pardon? Please don't swear at me. If you don't like it, you can leave too, yeah? All right? Stop stacking up, mate.
No money is being offered, so the agents start stacking chairs, ready to be removed.
It's on its way. It could be an hour, it could be half an hour. Enough, you know, we don't want to take anything from their shop. That's the last thing we want to do. But they have to understand that they have to pay it. It's a battle of wits. It's a battle of wits.
With the agents piling on the pressure, the reality of the situation finally starts sinking in for Mehmet.
Try to help.
OK, I understand.
But you make it very difficult for yourself and for myself.
OK, so I don't want to make it difficult. That's why we stayed in the back and was quiet at the first, OK? Yeah. Because we tried to do it discreetly, OK? But we're left with no option. If you can get the payment, I would love to wait for you.
I can provide £1,000. I've got £800, but I'm going to collect another 200 from people I know, OK?
Yeah, no, I understand. You're helping each other.
Yeah.
He makes an offer. But the team wants at least a third of the total debt to stop the action today.
Let's see if we can negotiate, okay? If we can negotiate and it can be paid, we'll leave.
1,500's fine. That's the lowest amount, yeah?
You get £1,500.
Yeah? Listen. 1,500 is a lot better than 4,000,
We're
yeah?
gone, and he can pay the rest. He can pay the rest at another time.
Yeah, credit card send a card card.
Debit card only, sir.
Debit card only.
The pressure has worked.
From what it looks like, could be coming to a close here. The atmosphere's now changed because he realises goods could go from here today.
After almost 2 hours at the restaurant, Mehmet has come up with the money to pay a third of the debt.
Put your pin in, please, sir, and press enter.
As there's still money outstanding, the agents have taken control of the goods. The restaurant can now reopen, but the owners can't sell or remove any of the equipment inside.
Thank you, officers.
I'm happy with that.
That'll do, won't it? Starters. It's a chunk of it gone. So if we have to come back, then it's only that again to find, isn't it?
We don't pay the rest in 48 hours. I'll be back there again. It's up to him. But we'll wait and see. But I like that one.
Yeah.
It's bloody hot in there as well, mate. It's baking. Bloody baking. I think I lost about 3 stone in there, mate.
No, I didn't.
What happens when you get into debt?
I'll do what I want. I will punch you clean through that window.
And you can't
You think you can tear my family apart?
or won't pay it back.
I can't pay you. I can't pay you.
We meet the High Court enforcement agents who are pushed to their limits,
Get back up! Get out of here! So somebody's gonna get hurt.
dealing with desperate debtors in dramatic situations.
I'm not getting irate for any other reason, and your van is on my drive.
We meet the people who are losing their homes
And I haven't been sleeping or anything because I've been worried about all of this.
and their possessions.
He's just got to find some money. The debt's too large.
Because whatever happens, if you can't pay,
Get your hands off of me.
they'll take it away. Research has shown that more than 8 out of 10 young adults in the UK admit to having received financial support from their parents. 1 in 3 parents have been under financial pressure as a result of bailing out their adult children. Father and son team Del and Dale Anglin are High Court enforcement agents. They work across the south of England, enforcing writs and repossessing properties.
It's like wacky races down here with the pedal bikes, isn't it?
It's 7:30 a.m. They're on their way to Lambeth, South London, with a writ to collect nearly £2,000 owed to a storage company.
Right, Dale, what have we got, mate?
Got Miss Gemma Moore. You've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, been to this address before.
Since Del's last visit, the debt has footed on a payment plan set up for her.
Your destination is on the left.
Yeah, it's here.
This time, the agent needs to resolve the case conclusively.
So they set an arrangement she was going to pay some money. They gave her a few days to pay half of it, and she was going to pay the other half within a month, and she hasn't done that. She doesn't want to answer her phone anymore, so obviously we have to come back and at least try and chase it up for the claimant's sake.
The agents are returning to the family home, where the debtor lives with her young baby.
Morning. I'm looking for Gemma. She's not here. Sorry. Sorry, hello. Hello? Sorry? I'm here to speak to Gemma. She knows. Why can't I? Could you wake her up, please? Because we're allowed to come at this time. We've given a bit of discretion, really, because we start at 6. I know she's not into, but we've got a high court where it's got to be resolved. We spoke to her last time. So, hold on, speak to her. Hold on. No, it's not. It's not your problem. I know, but I'm going to speak to you about it. I'll just ring the bell again.
It's not her
That's fine. Listen, I don't want to keep coming here.
Yeah, don't.
Listen,
Don't
I will.
please.
Let me speak to her.
Why?
I'm not trying to... So we can get this cleared up so I don't... Listen, I don't want to keep coming back here.
If she comes to the door, we can put it to bed.
Get out of my house.
No, yeah.
Listen, what are you doing? Get
We're
out of my
not.
house.
We're not leaving.
I will call the police
Call them.
immediately.
Please call them.
With a High Court writ, the agents are allowed to enter the house through an open door to carry out their duties.
Get out of my fucking house.
Why are you swearing?
Because you're in my house and you're not wanted here. Get out.
I don't
now.
want to be here.
Get out.
I don't want to be here either.
I'll call them.
Go on then, please.
Call
Go
the
and call them.
police.
Stand there. If you come further into this house, you're getting arrested.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm definitely
you
not.
Come into my fucking house.
Let's call the police.
I'll tell you what.
You're not
Are you going to call the police?
You're intruding in my house.
I thought you were going to call the police.
Suddenly, the debtor, Gemma, appears in the hallway.
No, I'm not going. I'm no, Gemma. I don't know who he is. Right? Okay.
Gemma's brother gets on the phone to the police.
It's a High Court writ. I've got it here. It's your sister's copy. I have to give it to your sister like this when I finish this. She's got a copy of it from last time, yeah?
Dell needs Gemma to understand why they're back.
The reason we're here again is because you said that you was going to pay half of it that week.
At the time, I didn't realise that wouldn't have been a possibility.
Right.
Okay.
We were happy to make that arrangement with you. You've not kept your word, and so we're here. The issue I've got now is I don't know what belongs to you in this house and what hear me out, and what doesn't. Now, if I can't trust your word because I think you're lying to me, I'm going to want to see receipts for everything in this house to get this sorted out.
As Gemma has defaulted on her payment plan, the items in her home could be seized to pay off the debt. But she thinks a letter sent by the storage company has bought her time.
But in the letter, they sent me.
Yeah.
It says contact them by the 22nd.
Right.
Either I can make the arrangement or I have to remove my goods. Or they'll remove it.
22nd of this month?
Yeah.
That's what the storage people have said. Have you got the letter? Thank you. Then they're talking about disposing your stuff if you don't contact them.
The letter is about removal of her goods from the storage unit and not the recovery of the money she owes. The agents are still duty-bound to enforce the High Court writ.
Have you spoke to them yet? Don't want you to lose your stuff as well. Well, when we deal with sort of young defendants, 9 times out of 10, they've totally messed up, made big mistakes, the world's fallen down around them, and you're going to deal with the high emotions and the shock of us being there inside a family home, and it's not just one person now, it's the whole family.
The agents have been at the property for 20 minutes when Gemma's mother arrives home.
Is this the mother?
We're just talking.
No, there's not talking in my home. This is my home. She is coming to an agreement, okay, with whoever the storage people that she owes money to. Why are you back?
Well, she
my
hasn't
home?
kept me.
How much was you supposed to pay?
He said, well, they wanted, like, I told you about 800 quid they wanted, but then I couldn't do that,
Yeah.
could I?
No.
We've been making phone calls to prevent us having to come back here. We don't want to waste our time and come back here for no
Exactly, and
reason.
I
We
don't
wanted
live
to
in
do...
my home.
That's
Do you
fair
know what I
enough.
mean? This is my
Listen,
home.
I understand
She
that.
doesn't live here. She doesn't live here.
I wasn't even here for how long? 6 days? Yeah. I wasn't even here. She chucked me out.
I don't know that.
On the sofa.
Last time you were here, I said, aside from putting her up,
sofas.
living on my city for a year.
It seems the debt has caused deep family divisions, and Gemma's mother recently made her leave the family home.
I've been saying to her, pay that storage, sort out that storage,
Yeah.
sort out that storage. She's got no money, she's got no home. The only thing she's got is the clothes on her back.
Okay.
With Gemma saying she can't pay, will Dell and Dale ever get the £2,000 they came? High Court enforcement agent Dell Anglin and his son Dale were in Lambeth, South London, to collect £2,000 owed to a storage company.
Get out of my fucking house!
The agents have returned after Gemma defaulted on her payment plan.
And this is my home, why are you back?
Now they need payment today.
The reason we are back is because Gemma made an arrangement with us to sort this out. Now, if she couldn't do that, or her circumstances had changed, she should have just given us a call. Now, the issue is, we've got an outstanding matter that's got to be addressed. It needs to be resolved, and I need some form of payment because she's broken her word with me. Right? Now, if someone breaks their word with you, are you likely to be able to trust her next time?
No, of course not.
Well, that's the issue I'm
I
at.
did say,
What-
you're right, I did say last time I haven't actually got it.
What she said was she didn't have anything, her stuff was in storage, and she didn't have any work. But then she also said she'd be able to pay half the debt by Friday. That wasn't what you said. You said...
No, and then I said I'd speak to my mum. Did I not say I'd speak to my mum?
Yes, and that you'd pay the payment by Friday.
Right.
OK? That didn't happen. Received no phone call. The arrangement's been broken. The debt doesn't disappear.
Dell and Dale must now get the case resolved, one way or another.
Can accurately reflect... Well, it's £1,945.83. And then, of course you can't. My mum would hang me from the nearest power.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know how you can address that, because it's a lot of money. And I don't expect you to sprinkle it out of thin air.
You can set up a direct debit for me.
OK.
Yeah, we'll do that today, yeah?
Despite her frustration, Gemma's mother agrees to help her daughter out.
See, I can't have this, do you know what I mean? This is too much for me.
OK.
So
What are we talking about then? What do you think you can
Well,
afford
I
to?
can £100 a month.
Let's see if they'll accept that. In some instances, debtors have to resort to the bank of mum and dad to help them through difficult times. Your parents will always want to help their kids. That's what most of us do. It's heartwarming to see that.
Dale calls the office to see if the claimant will accept the payment plan of £100 a month.
This case, obviously, you've seen the report last time, she lives in her mum's house, so she doesn't have any assets.
While Dale waits to hear from the office, Dell wants to find out more about how Gemma got herself into this situation.
It's unfortunate that sometimes when things go wrong, everything seems to go wrong, doesn't it?
She does at home, they have to put all the furniture in storage, you know, and it's just...
Hello, mate, you all right?
Yeah.
And then she said,
Not bad, mate, not bad.
Right.
So I have to get out.
Can I give you a reference number?
So then it all went in storage.
Did they evict you?
Then I lost my job.
She doesn't sign
I know.
Gemma,
Well,
don't wake the baby up. Listen. Listen, Gemma, don't get upset, darling.
Well, look, listen, it'll be sorted today.
Don't worry, listen.
You got the people that won't pay, and those are the people I want. I don't want the people that can't pay and haven't got the means to do so. I mean, we're here, believe it or not, we're here to help.
Minutes later, Dale hears back from the office.
Thank you, mate. Bye.
The £100 a month agreement has been accepted.
Right, I need to get back to work.
Right. We'll be gone.
What date of the month?
£100 starting from what, 1st of May? Is that going to be all right?
1st of May, right?
Yes.
1st of May will be fine. Just phone if you've got any doubts, or even if you just want advice. I don't want you to get into this bother again, or someone else comes. I'd rather just deal with it in its entirety, and then it's done.
With the payment plan agreed, the case is resolved for now.
Right, sorry for the
No,
inconvenience.
no,
Right.
thanks.
Cheers.
Okay.
Not such a bad job, that.
I sort of feel sorry for her, because it can't be nice not to have somewhere of your own.
But at least her family are there, they stick by her, it's good to see.
In the last 15 years, the number of new businesses in the UK has increased by 50%, with sole traders being at the forefront of this surge in growth. However, more than 1 in 3 small business owners take home less than £100 in income each month. High Court enforcement agents Gareth Short and Craig Vernal work across Wales and the southwest of England.
OK, so we're off to Worcestershire next, mate?
Yep.
Down to a company called Egg Media UK Limited.
The company sells dresses online under the name of Want That Dress. It owes a large debt to a parcel delivery company.
It's £45,673.
The agents have already visited the company's business address without success. Notice of enforcement has been sent to the home of its director, Sonny Poole, and now the agents are on their way to recover the debt.
We can locate some of the company assets.
Let's have a look at it.
Somebody's in.
There's movement inside the house, but no one's answering. Gareth and Craig turn detective.
Boxes here, mate. To want that dress. The date on this as well is the 11th of April, so it's traded recently, yeah.
With company parcels being delivered to the director's home address, the agents are suspicious that he may be trading from here.
Hello, enforcement agents, can you open the door, please?
Then. Hiya, High Court Enforcement, okay.
High Court Enforcement Agents, we are. Looking for the owner or the director of Egg Media Limited, trading as Want That Dress. He's on his way around now, is he? We'll happily wait, no problem.
Moments later, Sonny Poole, the director of Want That Dress, arrives at the house.
Okay, Sonny, is it?
Where's your writ, mate?
Okay, bear with me a couple of seconds, mate. Let me open my folder and we'll deal with it. There you go, mate. There's a copy of the writ there.
Have a look.
Yep, you can look it in my hands, yeah?
Cool. Egg Media UK Limited, mate.
Yes, that's right.
It's not me, is it?
I'm not saying it's you, but you're the director of Egg Media UK
I used to
Limited.
work there, yeah. I'm not the shareholder, I just works there. So why are you at my house?
You're a director.
You're a director of the company, mate. We have done checks.
Yeah, I am a director of the
There you go, then. So you're not a shareholder, yeah? You are a director of the company.
Yes, I am. So why are you at my
Perfect.
house?
Because you owe 45,000, or the company owes £45,673. So the position you're in now, unless this debt is paid, we're going to be doing a thorough search of this property, looking for assets that are owned by Egg Media Limited.
Okay.
Okay. And then once we do find those items, they will be removed and sold at public auction.
Egg Media has never operated from this address. It never will operate from this address. I'm
Okay.
the director, I don't own it.
Okay.
So you need to leave now, please.
We won't be leaving, mate. I got a reason to believe that Egg Media have got interest in items within this property.
On what grounds?
They're trading from this address.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Are you refusing to pay this, mate?
Is what?
Are you refusing to pay it?
Yes.
As Sonny refuses to pay, the agents have the right to seize goods belonging to Want That Dress to offset the debt. As the expensive white BMW parked in the drive could be owned by the business, Craig decides to clamp it. Next, the agents look inside the house for other business assets they could seize. Gareth finds stock labelled Egg Media in a bedroom.
Sonny, I got another question for you, mate. If Egg Media got no interest in this property at all, why is there stock here from Egg Media?
That's not stock from Egg Media. That's just a box that was used to send some...
There's more proof again, mate. I honestly think he's lying to us, yeah?
With evidence mounting that Egg Media are trading from Sonny's home address, Gareth puts the pressure on.
3 weeks ago, made a visit. You've had a chance to sell some stuff or sell some stock. You've buried your head on it.
Of course I bury my head, right? That's what you do, isn't it?
I didn't really get the story. What happened?
What happened? They used to send all that stuff out, and they probably lost about 90 to 100 grand's worth of stuff, like in their system.
Right.
Which means we had to then use our own money to send all that stuff back out, so we were fucked. And then they sent us a bill for doing it.
Just then, Sonny's aunt and uncle arrive.
So we're here now to either collect £45,673, or we are going to start the removal process.
I'm not promising miracles, by the way.
But then, despite Sonny's insistence that none of the possessions in his home are linked to the business, he grabs a laptop and gives it to his auntie.
If you take that as a criminal offence, all right?
No, it's mine.
Okay, well, you need to show us that it is.
Show me you've seized it.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
It's not.
Right. Take the laptop, all right? So
I've already listed that. If you take that... Okay.
I don't really want to be arrested for court.
Sonny, with the greatest respect, mate, right? Sonny, if that wasn't owned by Egg Media, why are you asking her to take it? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
If you could prove to us it wasn't owned by Egg Media, you're a left doing no.
With Sonny still not cooperating, Gareth and Craig continue to look for proof that his company is trading from his home address.
Wow.
They find Egg Media's bank statements.
Sonny, question for you. So the 21st of March, you had £13,000 in the bank of Egg Media Limited. Where's that gone, mate?
Just spent on direct debits and shit.
Again, if Egg Media have nothing to do with this property whatsoever, why is the bank statement here?
Despite his denials, the agents are confident that Sonny's company is trading from his home address. But then Sonny's uncle shows them evidence that his car is on finance and can't be seized.
Sorry.
That be there?
Yep.
Cool.
It's great. Thanks, mate. Brilliant. Yeah.
With the car out of bounds, the agents have to think on their feet.
Sonny, if we give you 30 days to pay this off, are you able to give a down payment today?
You need to play ball with us to be able to do that. Yeah?
Gareth calls the office to see what payment they'll accept today.
It's a massive debt, you know, it's 45 grand.
If he can get a couple of grand by Friday,
Yeah.
it shows his commitment, shows he's serious about it.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get a 30-day extension on it.
Okay, cool.
Gareth puts the deal to Sonny. A £2,000 down payment by Friday, 3 instalments of £500 and the remaining balance in 30 days.
So what they're saying is if they're still looking for a down payment from you, yeah? With a down payment, look, they think, oh yeah, he's taking us serious, he will pay at the end of the month.
Okay. I can probably raise like £2 grand by the end of the week.
Sonny agrees to the deal. But if he defaults, the agents will be back.
Thank you, Billy. Hopefully you won't see each other again, eh, mate?
Okay, mate.
All right?
Okay.
Job done?
Cheers, then.
Thanks, all. Cheers, ta-ra.
The case is over for now.
This debt isn't... It's not relevant to what I'm doing. It's a small fish. It's another hurdle, and I've been overcoming them since I left school, and I'll overcome them again. This isn't the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
Sonny might appear to be out of the woods. But then 2 weeks later, the agents are forced to return. And this time, the case takes a very unexpected twist.
Again. Don't touch it, mate. Don't touch it.
High Court enforcement agents Gareth Short and Craig Vernal were in Worcester to collect a debt of over £45,000 owed by Egg Media Limited, trading as Want That Dress.
The company owes £45,673.
Company director Sonny Poole said he couldn't pay the debt.
Are you refusing to pay it?
Yes.
And claimed he wasn't trading from home.
Egg Media's never operated from this address, it never will operate from this address.
But the agents found evidence that suggested otherwise.
Why is there stock here from Egg Media?
Sonny then agreed to pay an initial £2,000 and the agent set up a payment plan for the rest of the debt. But Sonny has defaulted, and now 2 weeks later, Gareth and Craig are back.
Sonny, you gonna open the door to speak to us, mate? Do you want to deal with us? He's dressed in a dressing gown, and we're just refusing to deal with us.
With Sonny refusing to talk, Gareth and Craig decide to look around the property for goods they can seize to offset the £45,000 debt.
So we've found paperwork in here that's got Want That Dress on it. So I'm guessing all the clothing here is owned by the debtor company. So if needs be, we can lift this.
Inside the garage, the agents find trading receipts for the business. Sonny is clearly still trading from the address.
Selling a lot of dresses, mate.
Let's do a quick calculation here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 400 quid's worth just there. The most annoying side of this job is finding a debtor who you know can pay it, just refuses to pay it. You've got to try and find something else that will push the debtor's button to make them engage with you.
The company is 100% still trading.
Of course it is, aye.
Gareth and Craig's patience has run out. They now start removing the dresses and boxes of stock from his garage.
Right, I'm gonna need some help. Thousands and thousands of dresses, cram-packed into boxes. Cheers, mate. Thanks, pal.
The agents know the contents won't clear the £45,000 debt. but hope this shock tactic may be the motivator that makes Sonny pay.
Oh my God.
But then, at the back of the garage, Gareth makes a shocking discovery.
Again. Police, please.
Whoa, 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 let's put that.
Don't touch it, mate. Don't touch it. Just go. Yeah. Hi there. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. The reason for my call, just located what looked to be 4 guns. This, I certainly wouldn't have thought he should be in possession of this.
Okay, thank you very much. I've never seen anything like this before.
Moments later, the police arrive.
That's a BB gun, that one.
BB guns are legal airsoft weapons.
Is it really?
Yeah, so yeah.
So it's a bit heavy, that's what's all got.
They made them out of metal quite a lot, so they look real.
Yeah, so we thought it was.
That's ridiculous, really, isn't it?
That is also a BB gun, but it looks real.
Yeah. Why would he want all these guns?
Some people just like them. But then here's a BB gun. All safe. They're all airsoft weapons.
You probably
little plastic balls.
So you probably wasted the time with them.
No, you haven't wasted our time.
Did the wrong thing calling us.
The thing is, they could have been real.
Satisfied the guns are harmless, the police leave. The agents carry on removing goods. But then Gareth receives a call from the office, who've been relaying events to the claimant.
DCBL, yeah. Hello.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, you okay, John? What do you want us to do, mate? Just pull off, is it?
I believe so. There's nowhere else we can go with it.
Cheers, John. Cheers, mate.
It's bad news. The claimant doesn't want the assets as part payment for the debt and won't give the agents permission to seize them.
Craig, are we going to pull off? Because the client won't give up.
Well, if that's the case, then it's game over. But...
The agents have no choice but to return the stock to Sonny's garage.
So I'm leaving here today now feeling exactly the same as I did last time, which is very frustrated. Our hands are tied, to be honest with you. There was nothing we can really do.
It will be up to the client now to decide whether to take further action. "60% of small and medium-sized businesses in the UK are experiencing increased operating costs and believe it's having a negative impact on their cash flow. 70% of company owners have used loans to prop up their businesses, and for many, it's come at a huge personal cost. Father and son team Del and Dale Anglin are back on the road again, this time in East London, with a writ to collect a large debt from an Indian restaurant.
Looking for a High Iridium Limited. Total sum we're looking for is £22,125.95.
The debt arose after the company that runs the restaurant, High Iridium Service Limited, were evicted from their previous premises. The owner of the restaurant, Mr. Hygiene Paneer, took his landlord to court, claiming the eviction was unfair. Mr. Paneer lost his case, and now he has to pay legal fees and court costs.
Dosa corner, see it there?
Yeah.
Apparently that's it.
If Mr. Paneer can't or won't pay today, the agents have the right to seize goods from the business to offset the £22,000 debt.
Hello, mate. Is the owner or director here?
No, he's away.
Can we get him on the phone? Hello? I've got a High Court writ for High Iridium Limited.
Hold on for another 5-10 minutes. Is it okay with you?
Cheers, mate.
Minutes later, Mr. Paneer arrives.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi, good, thank you.
Hi, John. Hi, John. Hi, Jean. How are you doing, sir? You okay?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Fantastic.
Take a seat.
It's for money's owed. It's £22,125 now.
What needs to be done if I don't
We
have
need to pay £22,125 and 95
Okay,
pence.
but I do not have any money in my bank.
The issue is, Arjun, that we need to collect this money.
With Mr. Pania saying he can't pay, the agents may have to seize the fixtures and fittings in the restaurant to pay off the debt. But Mr. Pania thinks he has proof that the assets here don't belong to him and can't be seized. His friend Martin steps in to listen.
Premium will be paid in 5 monthly installments starting 1st December 2015. The 5 monthly installment is the goods which has been purchased for this place.
Mr. Pania shows the agents his lease. He claims he's making monthly payments to his current landlord to purchase the fixtures and fittings in the restaurant from him. He claims that he doesn't own them outright, but Dale is suspicious.
At the end of the day, if I'm buying something off someone, I'd want a receipt or an invoice or something, yeah, with the terms on it and a list of what I'm buying. Surely you would have that.
Because I'm a bit stressed out. I couldn't find where exactly it says that.
The lease shows that Mr. Pania has been making payments to his landlord, but there's no mention of the purchase of fixtures and fittings in the document. The payments appear to be solely for the rent. With no proof to the contrary, Dell and Dale believe that the assets belong to the company named on the writ and could be seized. They ramp up the pressure.
What you should be doing is putting your time, stressed or not, to finding out how we're going to get this money.
If we start removing goods, we're going to be at the balance of 24,420. The bill will go up if we have to start removing goods.
I can pay you £100. That's what I can do right now through the bank.
I find it quite insulting that you just offered us £100 for a £22,000 debt.
No, it's not.
When you've got 2 businesses running.
Okay, give me like 10 minutes or so. Let me discuss with him. Let me see who can help.
Well, take your 10 minutes, put it to good use.
Okay.
Because in 10 minutes' time, I will start making calls myself.
The clock is ticking. If Mr. Pania doesn't come up with an acceptable offer, the agents will be forced to remove assets from the restaurant, putting his business at serious risk.
He's under pressure, though.
If we took a course of action that involved removal, he is going to be out of business. There isn't another way of putting it. He's just got to find some money. The debt's too large. He's got to dig deep.
10 minutes later, Mr. Pania has a new offer.
I just called a few people, and best I could get up at the moment is around £1,000, £1,500.
1,500.
£1,500. That's the maximum we get now, right now.
Okay.
That's not going to be enough.
Where are we at?
Do you want to go to your office? Do you want to take a minute? Go on.
Dell and Dale give Mr. Pania time to think about his situation.
In the event that he cannot raise enough funds to make an arrangement or to clear the debt, he will lose his business. We will remove. He's been left in no doubt about that.
Dale calls for backup to help him and Dell remove the heavy kitchen equipment if Mr. Pania doesn't raise his offer.
And we'll have no choice. We'll have to take stuff today.
When the agents return, Mr. Pania shows Dell a new document on his phone. It's a list of fixtures and fittings sent from his solicitor, which he claims he's buying in instalments from his landlord.
Walk-in cold room, walk-in freezer, 2 standing freezer, 1 standing fridge, 1 prep counter, 2 sinks, 1 tandoor. This is a prep counter, yeah?
All this combines is prep done area because they prepare here for
In fact, that's not that. That's not that. It's a refrigerated prep counter, it says. So that's not that. That's not in it. That's not in it.
The list doesn't seem to correspond to the items in the kitchen, nor does it prove that they don't belong to Mr. Pania's company, High Iridium Service Limited. Dell's patience has run out.
You tell lies, okay? So I'll tell you what, right? Unless you come with a significant amount of money...
I mean, what do you want me to do?
I want you to pay.
Pay the bill.
No, I understand, but what do you expect me to do? I don't have any sources to do that.
You've been taking the mickey out of us.
Mr. Pania has run out of excuses. The agent's only option now is to remove the assets from the restaurant. Dale's backup arrives. High Court enforcement agents Brian O'Shaughnessy and Graham Aldred.
What paper is my change?
It's just a list. 14 tables, one fridge, one freezer.
The team begin to remove goods from the restaurant.
Yeah, needs to be turned off, everything turned off.
A lorry arrives to remove the goods. But Mr. Pania seems to have disappeared. But just as the lorry is being loaded, a member of staff approaches the agents.
Yeah, he just called him and he said he's gonna arrange the money and he's gonna come back. If he comes with the money, you'll put it back.
Yeah, that's fine.
It seems that Mr. Pania is willing to make another offer to save his business.
As an enforcement agent, when you start removing goods, action begets reaction. Things start to happen. You generate activity. People start running around a little bit harder, making more phone calls to try and get the money.
Half an hour later, Mr. Pania returns.
How much money do you have there? How much money did you manage to get to?
Yeah, is he hitting it?
£3,500. You can't get any more?
Mr. Pania has raised just £3,500, but it's still not enough to stop the enforcement action. Dell gives Mr. Pania an ultimatum: pay £6,000 or lose his business.
The van is here. The auctioneers and so forth and so forth and so forth. You just need to get to 6.
That's my last call. In fact, he's already, given. I cannot make any calls.
You have to get to 6. I don't need to see anything. I just need you to get...
Just then, Mr. Pania receives a call.
Okay. Altogether, I can get 5,000. That's the maximum I can get.
He has £3,500 in cash and offers to pay £1,500 on a debit card. The agents accept the offer.
Brian will finish that off. Let's just get this stuff off.
Mr. Pania agrees to pay the rest of the balance on a payment plan. Now they've secured payment, everything has to come off the lorry.
You'll be getting
Let's
the
leave it
form,
here.
so don't worry, we'll be giving it to you.
Dell and Dale have got a result in a difficult situation. But in Gareth and Craig's next case,
Coming frightening old people.
they meet two pensioners whose debt has pushed them to breaking point.
Just take what you want and fuck off, all right?
Last year, research revealed that 30% of UK retirees found themselves in debt, owing an average amount of nearly £35,000. 1 in 10 had debts totalling over £100,000. High Court enforcement agents Gareth Short and Craig Vernal are in Oxfordshire to collect nearly £4,000 owed to a firm of solicitors.
Where are we off to then, mate?
Into Oxford. Going to see a Annie Langley. It's quite a big sum of money owed to a law firm, solicitor company. We are looking to collect just short of £3,900.
The debtor, Annie Langley, was taken to court by the company after she failed to pay their fees for a compensation case following a car accident. The solicitors escalated the case to the High Court, and Mrs. Langley must pay in full today.
Voices inside.
Hey there. Looking for Annie Langley, please.
That's me.
That's you, yes?
Yes.
High Court enforcement.
Who?
High Court enforcement.
Come in a minute.
Okay, thank you.
So what are you after?
It's to do with a High Court warrant that's been issued. It's a High Court writ.
You can go and take the run and jump.
Okay, Mrs. Langley, should we explain where we come from?
You can pee off them because I'm not saying
Okay.
nothing.
The solicitors have gone to the county court and have obtained a county court judgment against you. They've now escalated it up to the High Court, and the High Court have issued them with a writ. The balance at the moment stands at £3,847.
He's 84, I'm nearly 70.
Yeah, I
and
appreciate that.
Prince has done sweet F all
Okay,
for me.
miss, we appreciate the predicament you're in at the moment, and you're saying they've done nothing for you.
They've done nothing
Okay.
at all. They sent me a few lazy letters.
But unfortunately, they've gone to court, which means you've got a writ.
Despite her dispute with the solicitors, Mrs. Langley must pay today, or her possessions are at risk.
Take what you want.
But we don't want it to come to that.
Well, we ain't got the money, so you've got no other choice unless you want to arrest me. No, all we get is our lazy pension every week, and we have to pay rent, council tax, water rates, gas, light.
Mrs. Langley, do you appreciate the severity of this at the moment?
I do.
You just seem to-
for something that I have
Okay,
to see.
I appreciate-
They led me up the
yeah.
garden path saying I was entitled to this, I was entitled to that.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, now they're looking for £3,000 off of me.
I appreciate you may not agree with it, but unfortunately, the judge has agreed that you owe this money and needs to be paid. And the last thing we want to do is start to remove your goods.
Just take what you want and fuck off, all right?
Language now.
Well, don't piss take, come in frightening old people.
I don't take it personal if an elderly person's rude to me, but it's something you just need to take. It's part of the job. Just let them vent the anger, and then deal with them afterwards. But unfortunately, there needs to be a conclusion to this today. Look,
Well, I've got no solutions, have you?
We haven't got any money to pay.
No. And we're not going to come into any money overnight, are we? Nearly £3,000 for nothing. A few old lazy letters and being led up the garden path and being conned. And then they got the cheat to look for £3,000 off me.
It's clear that Mrs. Langley can't afford to pay the £3,800 debt in one go. The agent's only option is to try and negotiate a payment plan.
We need to speak to the solicitors involved and see what they're willing to accept, and we need to try and work between the both of you to come to a happy medium where that you can afford to repay it and they are happy with the payments that are being made.
What you see is what you've got. Some kind of offer.
All I could do is £10 a month.
Mrs. Langley's offer of £10 a month means it would take over 32 years to pay off the debt.
I'll be completely honest with you, Miss Langley, that wouldn't be accepted.
Well, you said make it
Yeah, I
all
appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Take it
But
away then.
that would take 380 months to clear.
Well, I'll be dead longer before that anyway, so they still won't get their money, whatever way you look at it.
But we're probably looking to clear that debt over about 6 months, not 380.
We can't really afford anything.
You can't, no. That's what I said, take what you want. Nothing's come to that value in here anyway.
A lot of people think the elderly got money, but 9 times out of 10 of the people that we deal with got no money at all. They're living off their state pension. They can't afford to live a daily life, never mind pay off a debt.
It's clear to the agents that the couple are living on the breadline and that paying off their nearly £4,000 debt is impossible.
I think they're struggling. I don't feel comfortable taking. I've just worked out, clear that over 6 months. It's £600 a month.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, that just ruin them. They'd lose a house and everything. I'm not willing to do that. That's not a chance.
Gareth tries to find out how the debt built up in the first place.
We had an accident and they rang up and said that we were entitled to £7,000 or something.
Right, okay.
And my son's little boy
Yeah.
was in the car at the time. He's only 2 then.
Well, never.
And they was ringing him as if he was an adult.
Ah, right, okay. I'm with you.
But we've stopped dealing with it, and that because of that, that's built up. And
Built up and built up.
we haven't done anything wrong.
No.
Just being pressurised all the time to pay something.
I'm with you.
As the couple have no means to pay the debt, Craig calls the office.
The offer that they've been able to put forward is initially £10 a month. And I think there's
no visible assets that we can levy against Craig, no.
There's nothing, no assets at all significant to this debt.
All right, pal.
Yep.
I know it's frustrating, but there's nothing you can do, is there?
No, it's the best option, mate. It's the best option all around.
All right, mate.
Cheers,
I
Ed.
appreciate that, Craig.
Thanks,
Cheers,
mate.
buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The office have advised Craig that they have no option but to drop the case.
I've spoken to our office. Given the circumstances, I think there's a vulnerability issue here in the fact that you're both pensioners claiming a pension. So we're going to be putting off at the moment, all right, and withdrawing from the job. We are certainly not going to be removing anything from you, okay?
Mrs. Langley, my advice to you though is do get to the bottom of it, otherwise you will get somebody else just knocking your door in future.
And good luck with it, all right?
Take care, Mr. Langley, thank you.
Bye-bye.
With one of the ones that pulled at my heartstrings the most. I think we've done the right thing here, mate.
Next time, Gareth and Craig get a hostile reception.
I'm not acknowledging anything because I don't know. Fuck all.
And dig deep for the truth at a farm.
This is upsetting so much.
Somebody's fibbing.
While Phil and Steve meet a young family living in shocking conditions.
Midland Bank, is that what you call a panic room? It's not a habitable place to live, especially with small children.
Are back out on patrol next Wednesday at 9 as the new series of Can't Pay, We'll Take It Away continues.
Britain's best-loved High Court enforcement agents are back.
Jesus Christ.
And in a Can't Pay special...
That was a brick.
We see them tackle some of their most challenging cases ever.
Come here, that bullet now, Willie.
You are? Wait, just fine. Facing lies and deceit.
I'm not Michael. I've just told you that 3 times.
Threats and anger.
Excuse me.
Please don't touch me.
I'm on my way, mate. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
From defiant debtors.
He's threatened to kill me.
But no matter how much you resist...
You want to stand here like a big man.
If you can't pay...
What's the point in having teeth if you're not going to bite?
They'll take it away. Research shows that more and more Britons are in denial about their debts. A recent study claims over half of us hide money problems from family and friends. And for High Court enforcement agents, getting debtors to face up to the truth can be one of the hardest parts of the job. "7 a.m. High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are on their way to the north of England with a writ to collect just under £5,400 from defendant Mr. Feroz. But this isn't the first time Vic has visited the address.
Been to this one once before,
right,
and met a male outside the property. As I stopped, he came walking out, got into his car, introduced myself, and he said, no, mate, it's my brother. Twin brother, of course.
Of course.
Twin brother.
Yeah, twin brother, exactly the same name.
The reason why we're going back is his brother never contacted me, and he was seeing his brother that day.
Ah, right.
Vic is suspicious that the man he met on his last visit is in fact the defendant, Mr. Feroz. Today, he hopes to get to the truth.
So you never know who opens the door today, you see. It might be the twin brother.
Different adventure every day, Vic.
Just tell you what.
Oh, well, yeah.
We all have a twin brother somewhere.
One of the most common lies that I hear is, it's not me. He's not here. If I had £1 for every time I've heard that, I wouldn't need to do this job.
The agents are on the lookout for the car Vic saw the man driving off in on his last visit.
See how it's a white Merc?
C220.
There it is.
Oh, aye.
That's the car.
Everyone's got a pressure point, and this job is all about working on that pressure point as much as you can to get them to admit who they are In my opinion, it's the best part of the job.
I'll get a clamp on it, eh?
Yes, if you could, sir, that'd be good.
Vic has already done a DVLA check on the car, which showed that it belongs to Mr. Feroz. He hopes that clamping it will prompt the debtor to pay up immediately. But first, they have to find him.
Well, total amount is $5,389.95, and that's a no-name plate. I reckon it's worth £5,000.
Well, it'll be worth removing it. Let's put it that way.
The reason why we clamp a car is because it's a huge asset that can quite easily be removed without getting inside the house. It also creates a scene to the neighbours, and I wouldn't want my neighbours to see an enforcement agent clamping my car. It's embarrassing. Good morning, we're High Court Enforcement Agents. We're after Mr. Chaudhry Zanfaros Makiana.
He's not living over here.
Right, that car though, is his though.
Yeah, that's fine then, but,
Yeah, but where is he
he's not
now?
living over here. You guys come over here 2 times.
Right, okay, at the moment, we've got instructions to remove that vehicle, unless we get payment from the defendant.
That's fine then, I'm just...
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no.
trying to say something.
Oh, there you go.
He's here, well, there's the car.
Yeah.
The woman claims Mr. Feroz doesn't live here, but he is listed on the electoral roll at the address.
Wonder why he won't come to the door then?
Because he's trying to get hold of his twin brother. That's actually the defendant.
That's what it is. It just makes me wonder how far people are prepared to go to try and get out of paying debt. They try and pull the wool over our eyes all the time. And you will get found out. We're in the job to find people out. Hello?
Yeah, here we go.
Hi mate, you alright? We're after Mr. Chaudhry Zanfaros Mahana. Like I said, it was regarding an outstanding balance from Direct Collection Bailiffs Limited. Okay, was it this gentleman you spoke to last time? So we did leave a letter with you to pass on to whoever it was. We've heard nothing back, so we've now been instructed to remove the vehicle.
But you know how the vehicle is?
Yes, it's come back as a DVLA check for Mr. Chaudhry Zanfaros, which is there. So that gives us the right to remove the vehicle, which we will be doing, sir, unless we get payment.
I've been here before and we had a conversation, sir, and I believe everything you told me now is a lie. Can you remember?
The man is the same person Vic met on his previous attendance. This time, he hasn't denied he is the defendant, Mr. Feroz. So they ask him again to pay up.
But there's still time to make payment, sir, okay? So,
But you can't do anything for it.
right, in that case, then the vehicle will have to be removed.
Listen, I'm trying to help you.
No, you're not,
but
sir.
You're being awkward.
No.
We're not being awkward at all, sir. We've said you need to make a payment, we'll be removing the vehicle. That's not being awkward, sir, right?
If the payment was to be made, it cannot be made in full.
Right, okay. Yep, no problem at all.
Although the man hasn't confirmed his identity, he seems to be taking responsibility for the debt. The agents decide to give him some time to consider his situation.
It's him, isn't it? It's definitely him.
Well, yeah, there's no twin brother this morning, is
Yeah,
there?
no, there isn't no twin
And he
brother.
doesn't live here.
Minutes later, the man appears to want to negotiate with Stuart and Vic.
Hello there, sir.
Well, let's be reasonable, innit? Payment of £1,000, and the rest can be paid in instalments.
Can't, mate. I'm afraid it needs to be the full balance, sir.
You want to come inside?
It's a bit like a tennis match, but it all depends on how long the rally is going to go on for. It's completely psychological. Hopefully, once we put a clamp on a car or a notice, that will make them realise, hang on, they're not believing what I'm telling them, and they'll either crack, and that's what the job's about.
Now inside the house, Stuart and Vic want the man to come clean about his identity, so they can start honest and open negotiations about how to settle the debt.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Are you the defendant? Be honest with me.
What I'm trying to say to you is, if we come to an agreement, I'm willing to sort something out.
Right. We have been here before. The offers were there for you to make a payment plan when I was here my first visit, but you choose to ignore that, sir.
Well, I've tried.
It's a stalemate. So Stuart changes tactics. He makes the man aware that as well as seizing the car, he has a right to remove other goods in the house that belong to him to offset the debt.
It's also the goods inside the property as well, sir, so we'll be doing an inventory for the goods that are in here at the moment.
As the man is on the electoral roll at this address, the agents have no reason to believe he doesn't live here. So Stuart starts an inventory.
Hello?
Excuse me, this is my house.
Why are you taking pictures without me?
Why
are you taking?
Don't put your hand on me. Don't put your hand on me.
Get out of the fucking house.
This is my house.
I'm not going anywhere.
Get out of the house.
Excuse me. This is my house. No, this is my house. This is my house.
Right.
We've still got our job to do, sir.
Well, you need to get out.
No, our job at the moment is to take control of
No,
goods, sir.
excuse me.
No, please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch
The
me.
lady who owns the house,
Please don't
she's
touch
telling
me.
you to leave from here.
With the situation becoming confrontational, will Stuart and Vic ever be able to get the £5,400 they came for? Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor were on a second visit to collect an unpaid debt of £5,400 from Mr. Farrose. At first, it was claimed he didn't live there.
He is not living over here.
But then, the man who Vic had met on his first visit appeared and acknowledged he was responsible for the debt.
The payment cannot be made in full.
Okay.
But he still refused to confirm his identity.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Are you the defendant? Be honest with me.
After his car was clamped, the man offered to pay £1,000. But tensions rose when Stuart started making an inventory of other goods in the house that could be seized if he didn't pay in full.
Get out of the fucking house.
I'm not going anywhere, mate.
No.
I'm not going anywhere.
Get out of the house.
Excuse me. This is my house.
The woman claims the house and all the contents are hers.
So what all I need to do, okay, take photos of, say that we've been inside the house.
It's not going anywhere.
That's it.
And if you want me to show them, I call them, I consulate, ask them
take the
who
car,
is living
you
in
take
this
whatever
property.
you want to take, by the
Because
way.
let's go from here.
Well, we won't be leaving. Just simple as that.
When a defendant invades our space and starts to get quite physical, they've crossed that line. We are trained and we're highly experienced in these confrontational situations. We've got the power of the High Court behind us, so we don't need to be confrontational.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you feel uneasy about what we're doing, I suggest you
He
phone the
called you
police.
inside, I didn't call
Exactly.
you inside.
If he thinks that I own some of these things, let him.
You can go, you can do and
Okay.
you can go leave from
Yep. Okay.
Taking an inventory can inflame a situation. People don't want enforcement agents going through cupboards, moving stuff about in the house. They find it quite intrusive, but sadly, they've brought it to the doorstep.
As the situation calms down, Stuart continues with the inventory. But then the man makes an unexpected claim about the car.
The vehicle is on finance.
Since when?
I'm telling you.
Since when?
I don't need to explain that to you.
The agents know the car belongs to the defendant, but if it's on finance, they won't be able to seize it. Stuart calls for a vehicle check to see if the man is telling the truth.
I'll just go and get the registration number, one sec. Can you just do another HPI on the vehicle? It is. It's free finance, Vic. Yeah, it's free finance. So you need to stop playing games, sir. Simple as that.
When somebody's been continuously evasive and giving us the runaround, it makes us more determined to get a conclusion. We're there to be as determined as possible. We know all the games that they play. This is how we do the job.
The agent's patience has run out. With no sign of payment and no assets in the house worth taking, their only option now is to call a recovery truck to take away the car, estimated to be worth £5,000.
He's blatantly lied again, saying it was on finance.
Just frustrating. But if they want the car to go, the car will go.
Hey up, pal, you alright? Every time that we go to a job, we think that we're never ever going to turn up. It's never going to happen to me. But they've tried to get away with it for so long, and today it's finally come to an end.
The vehicle will now be sold at auction, but if it doesn't cover the £5,389 debt, the agents will be back.
Happy days.
Stuart and Vic have got the result they needed with an evasive debtor. But sometimes challenging someone who won't tell the truth can have explosive consequences, as the agents found out earlier this year when a routine job turned into a battle of wills.
In this job, you're going to come across all walks of life. Some people are going to be truthful and honest. Some people are going to be barefaced liars. If somebody wants to lie to me, it makes me feel better once I found them out.
Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are in Liverpool to serve a writ on sole trader Michael Burton. Mr. Burton, a mechanic, owes just over £2,700 to a former colleague.
Right, this is Delph Lane.
We're looking for M&B Motors.
There is a garage at the address they've been given, but it's now called Delph Lane Autos.
Can I ask Eagle Plant Repairs if he's ever heard of this guy?
So the team ask a neighbouring business for help.
Hi there. I'm looking for M&B Motors.
M&B Motors?
Yeah, Michael Burton.
That's right, yeah.
Is that Michael Burton?
Yeah.
The agents are in the right place, but the defendant appears to be trading under a different company name.
Apparently this is it.
If Mr. Burton can't or won't pay today, the team have the right to remove goods and assets from his business to offset the debt.
Hi mate, you alright? We're after Mr. Burton. Yeah. Mr. Burton.
Michael Burton.
Isn't there? I've had confirmation that he is here.
He's not.
So you try and get him on the phone if he's not here at the moment, because we're here to take control calls.
What's that name like?
Right, okay, we've already spoke to the neighbours, and the neighbours have confirmed that he's here. Okay,
What's your name, sir?
I'm Sam, yeah.
A lot of people overreact for no reason whatsoever, and then the alarm bells start ringing then. You look at the body language, are they cooperating with you, are they not, are they overreacting, are they being aggressive in the way they're speaking to you? I'm just asking who you are. What's the issue? Because we're here now to take control of goods, sir.
You're taking none of my stuff, mate.
Right, so can you prove who you are then?
What do I need to prove who I am?
Because we've got a writ for this address, you see.
Despite the man's denials, Stuart and Vic have the right to make peaceful entry into the property.
Start thinking you wasn't in here, mate. You got no right.
Okay, so if you just explain who you are then, that's
I've
fine.
just told you. Tell me what you want, and I'll tell you what you need to know.
I've asked for some ID for yourself.
No, I don't need to prove anything to
Okay,
you.
that's all. I don't go anywhere without my debit card, I don't go anywhere without my driving licence. 9 times out of 10, when people are guilty, they'll try and cover it up. So they try and cover their identity, and then when we ask them for ID, they've got no ID on them, which I don't believe for 1 second in this day and age.
Okay, but we'll to show you the writ, right?
I'm not bothered. Let me just show me what's on the thing then.
I'll explain to you.
Show me what's on it then.
If it's on to do with you, sir, then why are you so interested?
What are you doing then? Get out.
Have I already explained?
Well, I've told you, no one's here at that name.
Well,
so
I don't believe you, sir.
Well, don't believe me, don't
Okay, that's
care.
fine, so I'll carry on
No,
taking
you
control of goods.
You won't at all, mate. Let me just put you that straight now. Don't step in there. All right? You've been told.
You've got to identify yourself. Because if you're not...
Are you Michael? Are you Michael?
No, my name's Bradley.
Right,
Do you
have
know
you got
him?
any ID just to prove
I haven't
that?
got any idea on me, no.
In that case, then we will have to take control
You
of
won't
goods.
see nothing at all.
It's sadly...
You can't, unless you show me what's on that paper there, you won't be coming in here.
How long?
And that's as simple as that, mate. I'll tell you that right now.
When we speak to defendants and they give a fake name, it's like, how long are you going to keep that fake name going? It then turns into a game of poker. Who's going to show their hand first, me or them? I don't know who you are.
Well, I just told you who I am.
Are you Michael?
No, I'm not. I've just told you that 3 times. I'm not Michael.
I don't
My
believe
name
you,
is
sir.
Bradley. So
Yeah.
fuck off then if you don't
Don't
believe me.
swear.
I will, because you're doing me head in.
I'm not going anywhere.
You fucking won't be stepping in here, mate, to tell you that now. I'd get fucked off.
Why are you being so defensive?
Why? Because I hate people like you, because you're horrible.
The man is determined not to let Stuart and Vic inside the property.
So fuck off.
Not going anywhere.
Yeah, not mate.
With tensions rising, Vic decides to call the police.
My name is Mr. Victor. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. We're here to execute a High Court writ at a industrial unit in Merseyside. We need some police assistance, please. The defendant is getting very aggressive, threatening us.
The man is becoming even more agitated.
Move the car so you can't get his car out.
Stuart's van is blocking other cars from getting up the drive.
You want to move the car now?
Which
Or
car?
am I going to start moving stuff for you? So I'll only move your stuff out of my way.
Yeah,
Get the van moved now.
To keep the peace, Stuart agrees to move his vehicle.
Yeah, I'll move the van, no problem at all.
Vic keeps the police on the line.
He's shouting now, mate. He's going off his head here.
But as Stuart moves the van, the man decides to take action of his own.
He's threatening to block us in. He's now threatening to block us in, mate. This is getting ridiculous.
He forces Stuart to reverse his van towards the busy main road.
I can deal with some assistance straight away. He's now in his vehicle. He's ramming our vehicle out of down the drive. He's threatening my colleague to get out here.
A straightforward debt collection has turned volatile. With the man's aggression escalating, Stuart and Vic have to act quickly to contain the situation until the police arrive.
One, he's trying to. I'm on my way, mate. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Just as Stuart manages to reverse the vehicle safely off the drive, a team of police officers arrive on the scene.
We're High Court enforcement agents. Hello. We've been insisted to execute a writ of control at this address.
This is Michael Burton's business.
We just want to know who that gentleman is, if he's Michael Burton or if he's just working for him.
With police officers present, the man is finally forced to reveal who he is.
Michael Burton.
Michael Burton.
What?
What's your name, mate?
Does it?
Yes, of course it does. Michael Burton.
Yeah.
Do not tell another lie.
I'm not lying to anyone.
You've been lying. You just lied to me. Do not lie again.
The Chief Inspector from Merseyside Police just happened to be driving past with 8 sergeants, and they were the first to be called because of the closest, and I thought, you just can't get better luck than that.
Having confirmed the man's identity, the agents must now recover the £2,700 they came for. But there's a problem.
I can't pay it. I can't pay it.
Listen to me.
I can't pay it. I haven't got it.
Okay,
I haven't got money, so what do you want me to do?
Well, then we're going to take goods.
You can't take goods, can
Why
you?
can't I?
You just can't just come in and take people's stuff.
Yeah, it says there. Look there. Just calm down. Listen to me.
I can't give you something that I haven't got.
Calm down.
I can't do it. I haven't got it.
I always try and take them aside and try and calm them down. It is a bit good cop, bad cop. But it's not our intention to play good cop, bad cop. I find if they don't want to deal with Stuart, 9 out of 10 times they'll deal with me. It's just we got different personalities and we approach it differently.
I can't pay it.
What can you pay? Hold on. No. What can you pay monthly? Think down with a clear. Calm down and think with a clear.
I can pay £100 a month.
You're not going to like this, what I'm going to tell you, but let me finish, right? It's got to be £1,000 today. Try it, mate. Listen to me. Listen.
I can't get it. I can't get it.
Okay, what can you get? What can you get? 600?
I can get... fucking...
What can you pay? 200 a month?
I can pay £200 a month.
No.
I can give you 600 quid, but you aren't taking nothing today.
Okay, listen to me. Listen, okay. Michael, I'm listening to you, okay? And I'm all right with that. I'm going to make a phone call now.
Michael has finally come up with an offer. But if the claimant decides it's not enough, the agents will have to seize items from the garage.
Hello? It's Vic.
Vic calls the office. While he's on the phone, Michael's parents and wife arrive. Minutes later, Vic hears back from the claimant.
All right, thank you very much.
Michael's offer has been accepted.
200 a month?
200 a
600
month.
today?
That's all I can pay.
This is what they've accepted
I can't pay the other 200. I can't pay that 200 now till next month.
No, you won't. Michael.
You know what I mean?
Jesus, mate, you must let me speak. I'm trying to talk to you here. It's going to be a control goods agreement, which means the stuff stay here.
But as Stuart starts to make a list of goods they could seize if the payment plan isn't stuck to, Michael sees red. Again.
Michael. Hey, mate, stop going round the garage and pay Get him down the stairs.
I'm going to explain to you what he's doing.
I'm going to give you the money what he said there, mate. I'm going to give you the money, get out of the garage.
Michael's mother steps in to calm her son down.
I think in this specific situation, the mom played a key role. It doesn't matter how hard man you are or want to be. It's amazing, but when your mom speaks to you, people tend to listen. And in a way, mom was the voice of reasoning.
20 minutes later, Michael's family provide the remaining cash. The agent's perseverance has paid off.
Told you, mate, you can kick and scream all you want, can't you?
Yeah.
End of the day, you're going to start paying.
Still get the cash, don't we?
Yeah. That job sticks in my mind the most, simply because he went to such lengths to cover up who he actually was. It's just great satisfaction when we've got our man.
Stuart and Vic stood their ground in a volatile situation. But in Brian and Dell's next case...
he has £151,000, 183...
150 grand?
Bloody hell.
They meet a man desperate to avoid one of the biggest debts the agents have ever had to recover.
We will take this van.
The number of people who owe money to family and friends is on the rise, with the average amount owed now exceeding £4,000. Debts such as these cause damaged relationships and breakups. It's 7 a.m. Brian O'Shaughnessy and Del Anglin are in North London.
Good to see Patrice Mezzi. He has £151,000, 183 and 89.
How much? 150 grand.
Bloody hell. He left that in the shoebox under his bed, naturally.
Cash, please. Or debit card would be nice.
The debtor, Mr. Mezzi, borrowed the money from a friend to invest in a business venture, which failed. Now, the friend wants his money back.
He's going to be so glad to see us this morning, isn't he?
Yeah.
If Mr. Mezzi can't or won't pay today, the agents have the right to seize goods and vehicles to offset the debt.
Hello? High Court Enforcement, sir. Could you open the door so I can speak to you, sir, please? Why is that, sir? Can you speak to me through the chain, sir, so I can understand what you're saying? Sir, I still cannot hear you properly. When a debtor doesn't want to engage with me in any way, shape or form, and they don't want to assist you, it's very frustrating. So you change tact and try and reason with them another way.
Hey, it's just being evasive and difficult. I'm going to make some inquiries, yeah?
With Mr. Mezzi refusing to open the door, Brian changes strategy and approaches the neighbouring property.
Hello, sir. How are you? Sorry to disturb you. I'm making some inquiries next door. Do you know what he drives?
He's got a van over there.
Is that his van there, is it? So it's the people carrier, lovely. Thank you for your help, really appreciate it. Neighbour's confirmed that he's got a vehicle over here, it's a people carrier on his van. I'm just going to move the van over there, block it in.
Brian blocks the van in the hope that this will prompt Mr. Mezzi to open the door. But there's still no sign of him.
Look, sir, right, we've identified which we think is your vehicle, sir, and we're about to remove it if you don't want to speak.
He's coming out, is he?
He doesn't want to come out.
Huh? Would you want to talk?
Which is this?
Have you had 150 grand?
If a debtor becomes obstructive, difficult, non-responsive, we just have to find the right buttons to push to make them come out. We understand that people don't want to talk to us or deal with us, so you just have to take a different action towards them.
The agents have been at the house for half an hour, but Mr. Mezzi is still inside. But with a writ to recover £150,000, Brian and Del are prepared to wait for as long as it takes.
Let's play the game. Let's let it for a little bit. Not know why he's been so silly.
Moments later, Mr. Mezzi finally emerges from the house.
Hello. How are you? Yeah, how are you? Yeah. Now, we're not here to be difficult with you in any way or form. We understand the behaviour. We understand it. And what's it all about then?
I know this gentleman. I'm his daughter's, father. Exactly. He believed in me, in my idea. Invested. Well, we kind of
invested.
Yeah, and obviously business folded. You know, the usual thing that happens.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
No, most of it's interest.
Well, how long ago did you lend it?
More than 15 years ago.
Well, there you go. So that's why that's accumulated so much interest.
It seems that the original amount Mr. Meze borrowed was £80,000. But after 15 years' worth of interest, the debt has now almost doubled in size, and the case needs to be resolved today.
How can we get this sorted?
Well, I mean, I don't have anything. I don't have any assets. I don't own anything, basically.
Have you got goods in your house totaling 150,000?
Of course not.
Let me explain what's going to happen then, right? I've tried to be half reasonable with you. We will take this van. So it really is up to you.
Listen, the car is not my car. It's on finance, yeah?
Have you got the finance agreement? If it's on finance, that's what I just asked for.
It will take a while to look for it.
Okay. Yes.
That's what I'm saying to you. Got the document. I'll go bring whatever document.
Please.
If the van is on finance, as Mr. Meze claims, it can't be seized. But the agents need proof. Moments later, Mr. Meze leaves the house with a child.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Couldn't find the last certificate of insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Set a date.
When it expires.
Set a date.
The paperwork isn't a finance agreement, but an out-of-date insurance document.
The company that I'll say to you is Renault Finance.
You're paying for this on a monthly basis?
Okay, we're going to do some checks on the vehicle now. Yeah?
I have to, sorry guys, I mean, I need to take my...
Okay, it's fine, go.
While Mr. Meze leaves...
Morning, Brian. HPI, mate.
Afternoon, yes please.
Brian checks with the office to find out whether the van is on finance, as he claims.
That's finance rates of Black Rail Traffic. Yep. That's free of finance, mate.
Hang on a second, did you say it's free of finance?
It's free of finance.
Guys, this guy's lying. Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Sometimes when doing this job, you just have to turn detective to find the evidence to prove the fact that they're lying. Can't just call them a liar. I need to show them why I don't believe them. It causes them some embarrassment, and then you start to get somewhere near the truth.
40 minutes later, Mr. Meze returns.
Hello. Hello, Patrice. Further inquiries have shown us that the vehicle's not on finance, right? There's no finance attached to this.
There is.
Now, please listen to me.
That's fine.
As a consequence of that, right?
Yeah.
We're going to remove it this morning.
The van is an asset the agents can now seize. But valued at around £3,000, it's only a fraction of the £150,000 debt. The agents need to get into the house to check if Mr. Meze has any other belongings worth seizing.
I need to see what's in your house.
I don't own anything.
I'm not asking
in the house.
Well,
I don't want you guys to come into the house.
Why do we want to come into your home?
Okay. God is my witness. The property doesn't belong to me. She owns the property, and she doesn't practically know what's going on.
Who's she?
She's my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah. I'm working with you guys.
No. Hang on a minute. Hang on. You haven't. Hang on. From 7 o'clock this morning, you haven't worked with us. You were talking to us through a door for the first half an hour. Hang on a minute. Hang on. You know what?
When I came out, I told
As my good friend Paul Bohill would say, you're beginning to hurt my ears now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to take your vehicle. All right. Now you've made your decision. That's fine. I've made mine. Okay.
With no chance of getting inside the house and an offer of payment looking unlikely, Brian calls for recovery to take Mr. Meze's van away.
I need a van taken. You come and do it.
I have on occasions taken the vehicle when it's only a fraction of the debt on principle, because they're not cooperating and they believe that I would not take. That vehicle probably means more to him than it would do to me. And I've got to be prepared to do what I do. I would take the vehicle.
An hour later, the recovery vehicle arrives.
I'd see him.
What's there? Is that the van?
Yeah, it's here.
Right.
The agents may not have cleared the £150,000 debt, but it's a sizable loss to Mr. Meze and an important gain for the claimant.
Something is better than nothing.
for the claimant here. The claimant's waited over 15 years for their money, but this chap needs to start playing ball a little bit more.
The people carrier will now be sold at auction.
What's the point in having teeth if you're not going to bite?
Years of training help High Court enforcement agents deal with people who won't cooperate. But sometimes a debtor can be so determined not to pay up, a simple lie can escalate into something much worse. As Dell found out when a routine job in 2015 turned into one of the most dangerous encounters of his career.
As High Court enforcement agents, dealing with someone that's unpredictable means your skills are stretched to its limits. You need all your experience to deal with these people that are threatening, abusive and violent and can turn at any moment.
What's next job, Del?
Yeah, it's Mr. Carmelo Petix.
Del Anglin and Kevin Stokes are heading to Herne Hill in South London with a writ for an unpaid debt of £5,500.
There we go, that's one.
It's immediately clear that the owner of the property might not want visitors.
Large dogs may be running free. He's got CCTV. In that part of London, you don't always see security gates with cars behind it. It just makes you wonder what type of person you're actually going to meet.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Oh, so Bobby.
We're High Court enforcement, sir. For what? Are you Mr. Carmelo Petix? What is that for?
Carmelo Petix.
Yeah, but what is it for?
Is that you, sir?
No, he's not here.
Okay, do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's in Dubai.
Okay, would you give him a call for us, sir, please?
There's 4 Dobermans in here.
Yeah, no problem, sir.
So don't come in here because there's 4 Dobermans in here.
Fine. That's it. Right, that's it.
That's it.
With the man denying he's the defendant, the agents need a plan B.
We don't have to go in there. The motor covered the deck. Do you know what I mean? It's quite a new one.
The finance check with DCB on it.
Yeah. Hello, Matt. Can I get a vehicle HPI check done?
Stay there. Sit down. Sit. Can you get out of the house?
Sorry?
Can you get out?
I've got to stand here, unfortunately,
Can you get out of the house and I'll tell you?
I'll wait here, sir, at the moment.
What is that for?
It's a High Court writ, sir.
Yeah, but for what?
For what? Carmelo Petix. I can't really discuss the case with you.
For what reason? For what?
If you show us your ID, sir, and we see if you're Mr. Petix, we can tell you everything.
Yeah, but what do you want to take from here?
Well, we don't want to take anything at the moment.
We don't want to take
who you are.
We don't want to
There's
see...
nothing in the rooms. It's all empty.
We don't want... You're getting this wrong. We don't want to seize any goods from you, OK?
Right.
We want to get the payment sorted.
Can you just get outside?
Sir.
Before I start getting angry?
OK, you'd have to get angry, sir, but I'm going to stand here, OK?
You know what?
The job's not suited to everybody. There's a lot of surprises. You don't know what's around the corner. Arguments can start for various reasons. It could be just simply the way someone looks. Kevin looks assertive. He looks strong. And in Carmelo's case, I think he just got the ump with the way he thought Kevin was addressing him.
Jack's got a tool.
Bullshit.
He's got a stick of some sort.
Right, what's going to happen?
What's going to happen, sir, is we've got to discuss sorting this payment out on this.
What?
OK, we've got to sort out, discuss the payment on
Yeah, but you lot are bullies, right?
OK.
No one's bullying this. No one's bullying
Right, can you get out and I'll talk to you outside?
Don't put your hands on me.
Get outside the house and I'll talk to you outside.
Please. No.
Do you think you're big?
Carmelo,
Do you think you're big?
Carmelo. The mood changed very quickly. It turns on a sixpence. 1 minute it was okay. He's come back out and you could see that he was angry. It's a very small place, a porch area. We're big guys. There's lots of glass. I'm very concerned. The situation was escalating out of control.
I'm not here to argue with you.
I'm going to find who you are and I'm going to find where you live. Trust me.
I'm not being unreasonable with you. I just want to
trust me.
OK, that's fine.
Trust me.
OK.
All right, let's talk to you outside.
Inside, yeah. What's the...
You're one of them bullies that go around bullying old fucking women.
Carmelo. Carmelo. Look, go around bullying old women. Carmelo. Go around bullying old women. do you? So bad, Carmelo. Look, stand back. Carmelo. Stop it. Stop it. Go back into prison. Look. Come on. Carmelo. Stop. Go back to prison. Come on, come on. Swear to God, man. Come on, mate. Look, come on, mate. Come on. Frustrating this. Come on, mate. Come on. Carmelo, talk to me. Talk to me. Carmelo. Get out of my house. Talk to me. Get out of my house.
With Kevin's safety at serious risk, Dell will need to use all his years of experience to save his colleague from getting badly hurt.
Right, what's going to happen?
Herne Hill, South London. High Court enforcement agents Kevin Stokes and Dell Anglin were attempting to recover a £5,500 debt from Carmelo Pettix.
You want them bullies that go around bullies old fucking women, didn't you? Carmelo. You go around.
But what started as a routine case suddenly turned into a violent situation. Now, with serious threats being made against Kevin, Dell must do everything in his power to calm Carmelo down.
Talk to me.
Dell.
Talk to me. I said to you I'll sort it out. Right, but you want to stand there like a fucking big man to push me about. No, come on, mate. Talk to me. My thought process was to divert his attention to me. He didn't see me as a threat in the same way as he saw Kevin. I needed to get his focus on me. I wanted to try and diffuse the situation. Let's just sort it out.
While Dell tries to reason with Carmelo, Kevin calls the police.
Assistance, please.
Right, you got to find the police. Talk to me.
I've just been assaulted by a guy. Grabbed me round the neck, grabbed my hands. He's threatened to kill me. I'll tell you what, it's disgusting, isn't it?
All right, but deal with me. Find out where he lives. Deal with me. I will send so many people to his house. Deal with me, all right? Right? I'll tell him. He'll get fucked. The real danger is that he's out of control. If you're out of control, you're not thinking rationally. It was important that I kept calm, and that eventually brought him down.
So what's it about?
Oh, it's curtains. They made up a load of blinds for me.
Yeah.
They're all the wrong size.
Yeah.
So I told them I'm not paying for it.
Right.
I gave him £9,000. They wanted another £6,000.
£6,000?
Yeah.
All right.
So I didn't pay them.
Minutes later, the police arrive.
I've attended this property with a High Court writ to enforce. The gentleman inside has physically assaulted me. It'll be funny, I've got a wife and a 10-month-old baby at home, John. So.
You're standing at my door like that. We're not going. Yeah. We're going to come in your house, we're going to remove goods. Right. So I got a bit annoyed.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
Kevin now has to decide whether to press charges. But Carmelo is keen to make amends.
Tell him I'm reasoning with you now.
Yeah, come.
What's his name?
Kevin. You just got off on the wrong foot. So
Kevin, look. You got on the wrong foot.
Mate, it's my job.
Yeah, I know it's your job.
Yeah.
It's my job as well to protect my property.
I understand that.
Right?
Yeah.
Finally, Carmelo starts to cooperate with Kevin and Dell.
The house is going on the market next week for sale. I'm prepared to pay, if they want to do a deal with me, I'm prepared to pay half of it. It qualifies a settlement when I sell the house, just to solve the problem. Or if they want, I can give them £100 a month now. If
£100 a month is going to take a long time to clear the debt.
Still going to be paid.
Okay, I accept that, but I wouldn't be prepared for anyone to come back and face what I've just had to face up there with you, sir.
Right.
You understand? I've got family at home as well, you know? You don't need to start intimidating me and my family.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
So what I'm looking to do today is take control of the goods if there are any goods in there. If there isn't, then we'll have to go down another route to try and get this money.
Kevin and Dell go into the house to look for assets they could seize.
It's a weapon. That's the thing that you have behind the door. It's pretty empty.
But with nothing to take away, Kevin calls the client to try and come up with another arrangement.
What he's saying is the house is up for sale and that he'll settle in full when the house is sold.
The client is prepared to do a deal.
Right, we've got a resolution for this. What they've said is they want a written undertaking from your solicitor to say that this debt will be paid when the house is sold. But they're going to set you up on £100 a month until that happens.
Kevin decides not to press charges. The team's work is now done.
This case will always stay with me because of the level of anger that came out of nothing. This guy is like a volcano. You never know what you're going to come across and what's going to trigger people.
You all right, mate? What was that all about, Del?
I don't know, mate.
What's that guy blowing hot and cold like that?
I think he's capable of bad things.
And a new Camp Pay Will Take It Away special is same time next Wednesday. Tomorrow night at 9, a woman's passion for her cats verges on the insanitary. Imagine a peg in your nose as the new Nightmare Next Door continues. Next night, a sinister trail leads Paul Connolly to a man selling the identities of the dead. It's astonishing. A new undercover criminal activity.